All right, let's jump into the jackpot of farm marketing ideas. These are best practices and great ideas for marketing to your farm. And it's a gold mine. Now, we've already talked about the newsletter. That's the local information resource. So I want to hit on some of the other stuff that we like to do in the farm, what other people do in the farm. One thing is an area open house. Now, some people do that if they've got a lot of open houses and a lot of agents. They'll do all the open houses in that one area on the same day. Another way is to set up in a central place like a park or a golf course and have a free list of area homes for sale. Kenny sat out there a lot of times with his golf cart, and when somebody wanted to see one of the houses, he run them on over there on the golf cart, showing them the neighborhood and the process. Worked out really well. Calendar magnets is something else that we do. We send these out once a year with our newsletters, and we get a bunch of extras that we use in handwritten notes. And so we'll go into listings sometimes, and we'll see sometimes 4 or 5, sometimes more on their fridge lined up year after year. It's a great way to start a listing appointment when you can see your own marketing materials on your soon-to-be client's fridge. There's a lot of events that you can run or sponsor. Join up with your police department to host a bicycle safety event. Get one of those inflatable big screens. You can do a big screen movie night in a local park. Show a family-friendly movie. Make sure you have your logo on the screen before and after the movie. And then couple that with a picnic with free hot dogs. I gotta tell you, hot dogs is a small investment with a wide appeal. You can feed a lot of people with hot dogs at a very low cost. At Halloween, host a costume parade. No contests, you don't want to have to judge people, but just a costume parade before it gets too dark, and then give away some cheap flashlights with your logo on it so they stay safe while trick-or-treating, or you could be simple and give away trick-or-treat bags with your logo. Those are inexpensive as well. And it's a simple event that brings people out. A big thing, do classes and workshops. You can host babysitter CPR classes. Now, to be certified, they'll need to pay, but you can organize trainers to be at a local place at a set time and market it to your community so that babysitters can get CPR certified. Do workshops. Do lots of workshops. We do them all the time. Use the clout that you have as the local brand and market expert to introduce workshops. When you're consistently farming well, you're trusted, so they'll come to hear what you have to say when, if somebody else is doing it, they may not come out. So use that clout when the market shifts, change up the message. We reacted to market shifts by using our existing newsletters to start the avoiding foreclosure workshops when there are hardly any traditional listings. Everybody needed a short sale. It was a new product, new focus, but it was the same brand. And then at the end of that trend, we adapted by doing a workshop that was geared towards buyers who had already been through the short sale and their seasoning dates were coming up and they were about to become buyers again. Now we do a lot of workshops for buyers and sellers. We show them the steps they need to go through to sell their home for top dollar, the different options that are available, how to buy a home for the first time for first-time home buyers. We've gotten lots of great clients through those workshops. You can also donate to local community groups and sports teams. Bottled water is a big one. If you donate bottled water with your logo on it to school teams, they can sell it at games for a fundraiser, and your logo is out there. And it's a gold mine, and they'll get more bang for your buck. So they'll make more money than they would have if you'd have just given them the money. If you spend $500 on bottled water instead of giving them $500, they'll sell it and make $1,000 or $1,500. Your donation got doubled or tripled, and your brand is out there where you want it, showing that you support the local schools. It's a gold mine. And we support school teams and kids sports with T-shirts. We've also donated pom-poms and spirit towels. We've donated spirit towels to the high school in our farm. The band sells the spirit towels. We gave them a name. The mascot is the Jaguars, so we called them Jag-Rags. They're similar to Pittsburgh Steelers terrible towels. Kenny's a Pittsburgh fan. And the band sells them for a fundraiser, and when they want to cheer on the team, they wave them. And our names on them. We've done listings, and kids have had them on their walls in their rooms. We did these years ago. They still are using them. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with specialty advertising. Imprinting your brand on trinkets. They should make sense with the event that you're doing in case you want to stand out more. If you're doing a poker night, do some cards, things like that. People love them because they like free stuff of value. The more you can make your marketing pieces to be items of value in the eyes of the consumer, the better off you're going to be. Now, as you're helping schools and stuff, you're going to get hit up a lot for sponsorships, and you can't do them all. Feel free to say no and set a budget and stick to it. Sponsor the schools that are in your farm first and maybe only. They may call you repeatedly to hit you up for money, but dialogue and find a solution that'll help you both, like we talked about with the spirit towels and water bottles, because they can raise more money and you could provide the product as a donation. So what about door knocking with doorknob hangers? It's a great way to meet the members of your community, and if they're not home, hang the ad on their door. Do one side for listings, the other side for buy sides. If you've got a small, friendly dog, you could take with you, take them along and go for a walk. And what's great is you'll meet people along the way, especially if it's great weather outside. Now, an easy one, we do it all the time. Wear a polo with your name embroidered on it, wherever you go. Name tags are cool, but the embroidered logo, I think, is more professional. A lot of places, we're seeing the going rate for about $6 a shirt to embroider our multicolored logo. You've got to do a setup fee first, but it makes it very easy to be visible. It's a great farm activity, is just wearing your shirt when you're around the farm. Volunteer at events you're not sponsoring. So events that you're not sponsoring, your name is not in lights. When people see that you're willing to help when your name is not in lights, they're going to embrace the times that you help with the added benefit of marketing. So if you're not volunteering somewhere and somehow in your farm area without a marketing benefit, start to look for opportunities. It doesn't need to be super time consuming, but you need to be out there. Now we talk about items of value. So how about sending out some community home pointers? In Arizona, we have a saying, if your house hasn't had termites, it will. So what about making a resource for people that shows them what to look for, what to spot, or maybe like common home inspection findings? Create the resource, brand it to you, and send it out as a freebie. People like items of value more than advertising, but it's still marketing if it has your logo, and it's better than an ad because it's an item of value. They appreciate getting it, while an ad is just another ad. Now, in Arizona, we have more pools than a lot of places in the country, because I can tell you, it's in the summer here, it's like living on the surface of the sun. But with so many pools comes something very unfortunate. We have way too many child drownings in Arizona. And so we offer free water watcher lanyards. And the idea is that at a party or gathering, one adult always has the job to watch the pool, and they take turns, maybe for 10 minutes at a time. And during that time, they're not engaged in conversation. They're devoted to watching the pool. They're not having beverages or anything like that. And so they'll wear the water watcher lanyard. So we printed them up, we laminated them, and we ordered some cheap lanyards with our website on them. And on the back, we included some basic CPR instructions, and on the back in case it's needed. You may be able to partner with the local fire department, cover the cost of printing them, and let them distribute them. Now, we did this years and years ago, and we're still going off of the same bunch. We promote it every single year and let them know they can come by and pick them up, and we're still going off the original chunk that we did in, I think it was 6 years ago. You can do a greatest mom or dad essay contest and connect with the schools, decide on a prize, get a couple community members to help judge, maybe a lending partner, home warranty partner, print the winner in your newsletter, and it's a great way to engage the community. A lot of farming agents will also print stickers for people to write on when they change their AC filters, water heaters, smoke alarm batteries, and you put your logo on it and give them away. They can put it on their water heater and keep track of all that stuff. Now, another thing that we've done before, it was a bit pricey, but it was a huge item of value. The child at play signs. We found them on eBay, and they were big foam A-frame things, and we made stickers and stuck them on and told people we had a limited number and they could pick them up for free in our office. And you just put them on the road when the kids are playing. It helps remind people to slow down. People put our ad out in their neighborhood, and it's a great way to show people that we care not just about real estate, but about the community. We've also had some fun events. We did a scavenger hunt, and we brought in 15 or so businesses who each paid $100 towards prizes. And we made some cards that people came and picked up at our office. And over the course of a month, they had to visit all 15 businesses and get a stamp. They didn't need to buy anything, just bring in their card for a stamp and then bring it back when it was all complete, and we did a drawing. And it helped with awareness for those businesses, and people had a blast. We gave away an iPad, a TV, a ton of other prizes. I think we had 20 winners. It was a blast. Community sports events is another thing. We did a turkey bowl every year on Thanksgiving. It was a touch football game. People had a blast. We did it for about 12 years. And then Kenny started to feel the pain a bit too much. And so now it's a cornhole tournament. And the cornhole tournament, it doubles as a fundraiser. So it accomplishes a lot of people, gets people out, and we've made some great relationships from every single time we've done those things. Another thing that we do, we have sign writers that we use with our community news site for the listing signs. So we put this in the zips that they're in, just a sign writer on the bottom of the listing sign, and it drives traffic to our websites. And potential buyers can find out more about the community that the listing's in. And if they want to search for real estate while they're there, who do you think gets the lead? We do dividers at the grocery store. You know, the little dividers when you get on that conveyor belt and you want to make sure somebody else isn't grabbing your groceries. We only do that in the stores in our farm, and I can't think of a single lead that we got from those, but it is about reinforcing the brand, and that's why we only do it in the farm. We only want to be at a grocery store that the people in our farm are shopping at. And I can tell you, those dividers will do us no good elsewhere, because elsewhere there's no brand to reinforce, but we do get people, and they say, man, you guys are everywhere, and they take pictures of it and put it on social media. So I want to cover a couple lessons that we've learned in Arizona. Hosting community garage sales. Now, we've done that, and we've learned lots of lessons. Lesson the first, work with the HOAs to help them choose a date. We helped many of them decide that April and October were great garage sale months here in Arizona, and we help them promote it. But here's a couple lessons we've learned. Confirm the dates with them so you're not giving one message and the HOA is giving another. We ran into that so many times, and it just got so frustrating because people would say they'd blame us or they'd blame the HOA, and it was just miscommunication. Also, just promote the dates. Let the HOAs do their own signs and such. We learned that. That was a big lesson we learned. Christmas decorating contest. Judging Christmas lights, let me put it this way. Does it help your brand for people to hate you because you didn't vote their house as the most awesome display? So we didn't do a contest. We do a free list of area lights. We have people email their address, and we make a list or map on our site. We use My Google Map for that, and we have people come to the office to get it. The My Google Map, you can upload a CSV file, and it puts all the stuff on a map. So we do that. So all those lessons were brought to you by some of the most trying days of our lives here at the Kenny Klaus team. So learn from our mistakes and learn from the mistakes of others.